YouTube, how y'all doing, man? It is Kabir and I am bringing you guys a new video. Today's video is going to be the DBS manga chapter 103 leaks. So this is probably going to be the drafts, not leaks themselves, right? But anyways, I'm going to be taking y'all with me. So let's watch this video, man. Let's get to it.
Breaking news, we have some brand new leaks for Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 103 that just dropped, and they give us more information about the fight between Goku and Gohan on
Okay, so I can't lie, I did see parts of these drafts already, so I have a better idea of where this direction of the fight is going, but I still want to say Gohan can win, bro. Like, a part of me really wants Gohan to win because he's always been this character that personally I think most people can resonate in a way with more than Goku. But the way I see it, bro, I just want Gohan to catch a dub, bro. It's been so long since he's caught a proper dub, bro. And I'm not talking about like the movie, I'm talking about like in just the show and the manga, bro. Like, of course he got the dub with the new Cell Max, but I'm like, bro, we need a proper dub, bro. It's been since like what, Tournament of Power, bro. Like, gosh darn, bro.
Beerus's planet. Plus, something that Goku says to Gohan has been a mystery since these leaks just dropped, but I have all the information for.
By the way, this like animation of the manga panels is crazy, bro. I can't believe how like good people can make just a manga panel look with just a little bit of editing. Dude, this is sick.
For that event, for what Goku said in this video. So if you have any idea as to what I'm referring to when it comes to what Goku tells Gohan in the new Dragon Ball Super chapter 103 leaks, let me know.
I think so in this chapter, I think the way Goku is probably going about it, he's like impressed, but he's probably like nah, not yet, because you gotta also remember during this movie arc, it's been what, couple years, so it's been from the last time we saw Goku was in Granola arc, and then this is right after the superhero movie, so you gotta take that into consideration. So now we're probably looking at a version of Goku that's even stronger than at least the Granola arc Goku, and I feel the way the scaling was, Gohan was above Granola arc Goku, and then now Gohan Beast probably rivaling Goku just because it wasn't a one-shot from the last chapter we saw.
Know in the comment section below. Pause the video, drop it in the comment section, then watch the video and see if you get it right. And as always, huge shout out to the Black Squad, you guys who are here every single day, day in and day out.
Yeah, shout out to this guy. I think Blackscape's probably one of the better YouTubers in the Dragon Ball community, so I watch this guy's content from time to time, and I was like, today I was like, let me react to it, why not?
Liking and commenting on the video, you guys are gonna get us to that 500k mortal plan, and if you want to be part of that dream, just hit subscribe and turn on all notifications. Let's begin. The chapter is gonna be called Inheriting the Future, and
that's a hard name, bro, considering just how much they were trying to build up Gohan, yes, Goten, and then also Trunks. So obviously the movie version and the manga version are slight variations, and it seems in this arc Goten and Trunks got a lot more fleshed out, and you can tell they really built their character up more, which I appreciate. I really think seeing them grown up, and actually, of course they retconned their character a little bit compared to End of Z, Goten and Trunks, but I don't mind. I think certain retcons are good, certain retcons are favorable, but yeah, seeing that now the main focus is on, or at least the focus is shifting towards the newer generation, I like that. I like that Toriyama left this keynote of the story, rest in peace Toriyama. But anyways, let's keep going.
And this title means way more now than it could have ever meant before, because exactly, even though weeks ago we were talking.
And it's also just one more thing is Inheriting the Future is also like, Toriyama leaving Dragon Ball, the series, to Toyotaro and the rest of the team at Shueisha and Toei and Bird Studio. So it's really interesting, that this is the chapter that, is coming out Unfortunately, it is bad timing, I guess, because Toriyama's gone. But in a weird way, this name of the chapter and just the way the story's progressing, it's like almost like after Superhero, like the movie, this is now the next part of the series that he's leaving off. You know what I'm saying? And I think Toyotaro is pretty well versed in Dragon Ball as a whole, to the point where now he's experienced, he's learned from Toriyama, and now I think he's ready to end the series and do justice to Dragon Ball and all the fans as well.
Talking on this channel that this whole transition, this entire ending to the superhero arc, is about putting the next generation forward, including Gohan. We talked about this, Goku and Vegeta essentially passing the torch. It doesn't mean that they're not going to be in the series anymore.
Which, I mean, that's the thing, right? So we all know Toriyama's ultimate goal, even with Z, was he wanted to end the series off with Gohan. But obviously the fans didn't like it, so they had to bring Goku back. And obviously kind of made sense because Gohan was still too young. He was like, a teenager when the Buu saga started. And Goten was too young. Trunks was too young. And obviously Goku was still in his 30s, like early 30s during Buu saga. So it still didn't make too much sense to leave him as a character dead. So obviously I understood why they brought it back. It made sense. And, they're trying to show Goku, like, yo, you can't just leave just yet. You need to, come teach your kids a little bit more. And now it's really feeling like, Goten and Trunks are older. Gohan's at this crazy level of power where, realistically, obviously, we know the power creep problem with Super as a whole, where, in the span of, 5 years, technically, in the story, every character went from, end of Z level to almost Super Saiyan Blue level, right? Just to be relative, even in the Tournament of Power. So obviously the power creep's gone crazy, but overall though, I think Gohan, even him saying in the last chapter, like, yo, I've been training, I've been on my shit, Piccolo's been teaching me, and I'm never falling behind. So I think this lesson, now that it's instilled in Gohan, it means now it's more and more likely that the show is going to focus a bit more on the next generation while also slowly ending off Goku and Vegeta's character arcs, which I think will be the fight with Beerus. That's what I'm thinking.
But they will have a lot more focus on the next generation of Z fighters. Not only were we talking about that, but at the same time, the unexpected passing of Akira Toriyama rocked me
peace,
and
man.
this community to our cores. And this title could represent Toriyama passing down the torch to Toyotaro, who has to continue the manga. Either way, I love this title, and it means even more too, on top of that this is supposed to be the last chapter of the superhero arc. Remember, we are still in the Dragon Ball superhero arc, and
so the arc, it's a superhero arc. So this is like the movie adaptation into the manga. This is actually the final chapter of that arc. So what this could possibly mean is we go on another hiatus until Super comes back with a proper arc. I think the next one would probably be Black Frieza, as it's interpreted, as that's the next villain they have to face off. What I'm also thinking is there might be another Tournament of Power. I hope, maybe that would be really cool. I want to see that. But obviously I think most likely Black Frieza and Beerus fight. But what I would like to see is Black Frieza, Tournament of Power, and then Beerus fight. That's what I want to see. I want to see all the characters go all out, use their instinct level forms, and just have a crazy rematches with some of the Tournament of Power characters.
this is supposed to be the last chapter before we get into a new arc. We don't know if there's going to be any break between this chapter and the next one, or any break between arcs. We have no idea if that's going to be the case. So as far as we know, next month around the same time, we should be getting more information about what the new Dragon Ball Super manga arc is going to be. But the leaks begin, as they always do, as a rough draft. Toyotaro drew this of Gohan attacking Goku.
So as you can see here, Gohan tries one kick, gets blocked, tries second kick, gets blocked, and he goes for the third kick.
And Goku blocking, but the kick is so ferocious that it pushes Goku back, which is exactly what I've been saying.
Oh yeah, I read that wrong. My bad. So yeah, the kick was still strong enough to keep him. So this was one kick, pushes him back, and then he goes for the second kick.
That Gohan's strength and power are overwhelming Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku to at least a certain extent. All his kicks are far more intense, all his blows are far stronger, and then when Gohan kicks him again, he literally goes flying into a mountainside. These kicks and this speed is not only faster than Goku can dodge or block,
and it's really fascinating to see how this kick goes through mountains, the trees, all of that on Beerus's planet, which obviously we don't know if it's like relative to, Earth, Earth matter and Earth gravity and Earth rocks and whatever, but I'd imagine not. I feel like if this is his planet, he probably trained on here as well, and he's probably caused a lot of destruction, so it's my headcanon to believe that on his planet, matter and substances are a lot stronger. But it could be true. It could be just be like Earth, but still a good feat though for Gohan.
Successfully, or even just stronger than Goku can kind of repel. So that's why I'm saying that as of this moment right now, yeah, Goku is on the ropes and Gohan has the upper hand. He has the advantage. Goku lands, destroying more of Beerus.
And as we can see here, Goku gets slid back, and he's trying to put his arm down. He's trying to stop sliding backwards so much, and it's kind of cool. It almost feels like a scene from Z, or like the manga, from the Toriyama manga, where the battle angles are so unique. But as we can see, Goku's also really impressed by Gohan and his incredible potential as always. So he's always known this is something Gohan can do. So he's not. I don't think he's super like surprised. You think he's hyped. He's more like, I'm happy that there's another fighter that is on par with my instinct levels.
Versus planet, and tells Gohan that you're good, Gohan. Incredible potential as always. And I feel like this is a rough translation because Beast, the way that we are interpreting in this channel is that Beast is the next transformation from Ultimate.
Yeah, so this is like a build off from the original form Gohan wanted to achieve. I mean, not inherit, because he always said he doesn't like fighting, so he doesn't like his Saiyan side as much as Goku would, right? Because he's a full Saiyan and Gohan's not, and Gohan values a lot more of his human side than Goku than his Saiyan side. So to have it build off from Ultimate was really cool, and obviously now I think we're trying to, I guess with the way this is worded, it probably feels like more relative to Super Saiyan 2, Cell Max era, or Cell era, or Android Saga Gohan than Ultimate era Gohan. But the way I look at it is it's probably just just another translation thing. It's always been like this, where translation can be a bit rough, and sometimes it can be like, whoa, what do you mean? Sometimes you don't have to look too deep into the words and just realize, oh, it's probably just the way they translated it.
Ultimate is potential unleashed, so Beast would be potential unleashed in Super Saiyan form. So Goku's saying that he's got incredible potential. I feel like he's just saying that the potential that came out is incredible, not that he still has more potential, although I do think he does, but not like any more hidden powers that we don't know what they.
Yeah, I doubt they would give Gohan another form. Maybe if they do, it's just going to be like a perfected version of Beast form. I don't think there would be another new form, Same with like Super Saiyan Blue. They gave him perfected blue, like when Goku perfected blue. It was just like no aura, just blue hair. That might just be the case with Gohan Beast as well.
They are, like we've had with Gohan his entire life. Gohan lands in front of his father, and Goku says this: not only that, this time you have trained and mastered it. You have changed. This means three different things. Number one, before, when he says potential, he's actually talking about Gohan's strength and power and how he's wielding the potential that he's always had and that he's finally unleashing because he unlocked it.
Yeah, so this is also like multifaceted with the way Goku's and confirming what everyone else, wanted to happen so long. So I think Toyotaro here and Toriyama as well, they realized Gohan has made the same mistake too many times for his character to even like, make sense at this point of the story, right? So I'm glad, they really fixed his character, and Goku's just confirming what Toriyama and Toyotaro have already written in the story. So this is almost like a 4D moment for me, the way I'm looking at it, where it's like Goku's not only acknowledging his potential, which I think he's always done that since Android Saga. He's always, even before then, but so he's just confirming that the potential he's always had since Android Saga, that he's always known, is still there. This time he's mastered it, and he's training it. So it's not just like a form he can just keep, but he's also trying to improve upon it as well, which I think is exactly what the Gohan fans wanted.
Number 2, he is saying that Gohan has trained and now he is very, very deliberate and specific and versatile with the abilities that this transformation has granted him, meaning that Gohan has actually trained. And thirdly, he has mastered this transformation, which is incredible because he just transformed into Beast Gohan not too long ago. But Goku says he's changed. Gohan responds, "It's all thanks to Piccolo."
Which I like that they're mentioning Piccolo a lot more, because they've already mentioned he has a new form, and now they're also just acknowledging Piccolo, or Gohan's acknowledging Piccolo even more. So what I think this is probably building up to a fight, hopefully. I really want to see Piccolo v Goku with a new sparring match, or Piccolo v Vegeta. That's the one I really want to see, but I really want to see more Orange Piccolo in the manga. I'm really glad Piccolo is relevant in the story now, and overall I just think it's a good step forward for Dragon Ball as a whole, that Piccolo's relevant, Gohan's relevant, Broly's relevant, Goku, Vegeta, obviously it's their show, it's the Goku Vegeta show, so but yeah, Android 17, Granola, Miris, all these people that are just next level fighters, but super stacked. But yeah, man, it's really nice to see this.
Goku says, "I see." Goku says, "However, I've trained enough as well," and starts to levitate in front of Gohan's eyes. I want to pause it right here because this is where a lot of people are confused, because Goku is saying that Gohan has trained and mastered his new transformation. He's mastered Beast, and Gohan says he wouldn't have been able to do it without Piccolo's help. But if we remember correctly, Piccolo only trained Gohan back in the Tournament of Power arc, and that's basically it.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking here is this spar might have been actually maybe sometime afterwards than when the movie took place. That's the way I'm looking at it. But we do know Goku has not stopped training since Superhero arc, Granola arc up until Superhero. So there's been a couple years time skip there. So in this time, I believe Goku's probably taken his Ultra Instinct to a completely different level.
Since the Superhero arc, we have not seen any training at all, and it literally just jumps right into this arc, so it's almost like there was nothing in between. But what if I told you that there was something in between, and that Gohan actually fought Piccolo? Beast Gohan fought Orange Piccolo. What if I told you that actually happened, and I found some evidence that points to it?
So I was already, like I said, I was just saying this. I was like, there's definitely been something that's happened, right? So obviously there must have been a mini training arc between Gohan and Piccolo up until this point in the story that we're seeing
from the last couple of chapters. So the first piece of evidence is the most damning one, and this is literally the chapter right after the Superhero movie, and it is Carmine and his henchmen coming from Magenta's funeral. The last time that we saw these two, the chapter before, is like this. Not only
yeah, so as we can see here, damn it, all the commanders dead, our base lies in ruin. What's the plan now, sir? First things first, we return to Okay, so yeah, this just confirms, there was enough time for a funeral for the big, villain, and then yeah.
Were they running away from the compound because Cell Max had just exploded, but they were pretty beat up, as you guys can tell. But skip to this, which seems like not much time has passed because it's the next chapter. You look at this and they are not hurt whatsoever. So what gives? Well, there was a mini time skip between the chapter where they destroyed Cell Max and the chapter where they jump Gohan. And there's one huge clue as to how long this time skip actually was, because as the chapter starts out, we get Carmine coming from Magenta's funeral. And so I had to look up how long after death do funerals happen in Japan. I know
Yeah, so this is kind of like what I was saying. It's just reconfirming it a little bit more, but yeah.
Dragon Ball doesn't take place in Japan. I know that, but it's written by Japanese writers and authors and creators, and of course I'm going to be taking from their culture. And I found this right here. Most commonly observed are the Buddhist services on the 7th day after death. So if that's what we're going...
Exactly, so I was right. It doesn't have to be a super long mini time skip. It just has to be a tiny skip, a tiny skip, just a little tinky skip. I shouldn't say that like that. I gotta stop out with chill out with all that. But yeah, 7 days, that's probably still enough, because I think Piccolo's the type of dude, bro, he gets busy right after. So like, yeah, he probably unlocked Orange Piccolo, and then next day he was like, I am back, or some shit. He's a dude. Yeah, that's my headcanon, bro.
From when it comes to the culture behind Dragon Ball that created Dragon Ball, I would say a week has passed since the events of Dragon Ball Superheroes movie, since the death of Magenta and Cell Max. The smaller detail is here where you see Beerus sleeping at the end of the superhero arc storyline that follows the movie, and then in the same next chapter we get him fishing here as they're talking about Frieza. So yeah, that is kind of like less.
And we all know Beerus sleeps a lot, bro. That dude be sleeping for days on end, bro. We all know that. Years, decades, eons.
That I can get into time-wise with it, but we do know that Beerus sleeps a lot. So him sleeping for about 7 days, it's probably a very small nap. So the only information that we have right now that Gohan and Piccolo have fought and that Piccolo has trained Gohan to master Beast is basically Gohan saying it in these leaks and Goku saying that he has mastered it. So in 7 days, Gohan has mastered Beast by facing off against Piccolo, which I don't think is a huge issue because Piccolo is in orange form. He's going to be a stronger opponent, and there's probably going to be some escalation in speed when it comes to training, as well as Beast Gohan, in my opinion, just being an amped up version of what Gohan has already had, which is Ultimate, and with little to no surprises in it. So I do think that Gohan is going to have a relatively good handle on what Beast Gohan is, because it's just, something he's already known, as opposed to someone like Goku and Vegeta who really have to know how to use these.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Gohan's already unlocked the form now, and it's always been like this where, Gohan unlocks the form and then he just needs to spend a little bit of time practicing, and he keeps it. Whereas with Goku and Vegeta, they have to really intuitively know what they're aiming for, the form, in terms of like the form. Obviously they don't know how it's going to manifest with them, but the form's going to happen in some way or another, but they just need to build up the abilities, and then eventually, once they work hard, they'll obtain it. So that's like the way it works. It works differently, right? Gohan just gets it first, and then he just has to learn how to use it, and then Goku and Vegeta have to build up to the form first, and then they can keep it, excel at it, all that.
New forms with their new little tricks that they really don't know up their sleeves, that they're not used to. So this part to me checks out. I do believe that Gohan could master this in 7 days, and even more so if they went into the hyperbolic time chamber or the room of spirit and time. So here we get to Goku levitating above Gohan. Gohan is kind of puzzled. He doesn't know what his father is going to do. I, at this point, feel like Goku's gonna, summon Susanoo, but then Goku breathes in, stares at Gohan intently, and vanishes.
Yeah, so this is really interesting. This could be True UI. This could be like an improved version of True UI. That's what I wish. I hope so, because I like True UI. Okay, so visually I like Mastered UI more. Like visually speaking, I like that form more. But True UI, in my opinion, makes more sense to me, personally.
Instantaneously attacking Gohan past his guard, who Gohan was very much on his guard, breaking it, kicking Gohan in the back. Really strong. Gohan's even perplexed. He's surprised that this even happened. Goku lands and attacks Gohan again, this time teleporting right in front of him. Like, this had to be faster than the kick because he had kicked him, landed, and then teleported, hitting Gohan again. And so this seems to be a brand new move from Goku, something we really haven't seen in the past, where he is delving into a deeper level of Master Ultra Instinct. And to me, this shows that he has been training Mastered. He probably is using it just in base, similar to what Whis had told him in the past, and now he's much stronger in it, so it could be a possibility here.
Yeah, I hope UI is like the new upgraded UI, I guess, that we're seeing here is like a version of it is at least in Goku's base. That would be really cool.
That he is about to get the upper hand on Beast Gohan, but it's going to be difficult because he just acknowledged that Gohan has mastered Beast, so we're going to have high hopes for what Beast can do, as opposed to Goku, who we don't really know what he can do because we don't know if he's mastered Ultra Instinct or not, to the extent that Whis would like him to master it. But those are my thoughts on these leaks, guys. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. I'll talk to you later.
Subscribe for more.
Yeah, I love this guy's thing, man. Alright, but anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did like this video, I'm gonna be doing more reaction stuff on this channel, so if you like Dragon Ball, hit that sub button, bro, hit that like button, hit that noti button, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, man. I hope you stay blessed out there, stay safe, man, and just keep working towards whatever you're working towards, bro. You gonna have it eventually, if not today, tomorrow, all that. But anyways, have a great rest of your day, man. Take care. Peace.